Welcome to the 65th episode of Kanga Crypto News, your go-to source for fast and trustworthy updates in the world of crypto. I am Kuba, and I'm bringing you the latest and most important stories. But before we proceed, please remember that all the information in Kanga Crypto News is carefully compiled by our expert Kanga analysts using reliable sources only. Please note, however, that this is not an investment advice. And new episodes of Kanga Crypto News are released every week on Friday. If you want to stay informed about the most crucial developments in the crypto world, subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an important update. Ripple has filed for a national banking license with the U.S. Office of Comptroller of the Currency, OCC, aiming to bring its RLUSD stablecoin under federal oversight. CEO Brad Garlinghouse confirmed they also applied for a Fed master account through subsidiary Standard Custody and Trust Company to secure RLUSD reserves directly with the Federal Reserve. The move could significantly reduce counterparty risks and boost RLUSD compliance profile. XRP rose 3%, reaching $2.27. However, concerns persist about XRP's future relevance as RLUSD gains traction. Critics, including BitGo's CEO, warned that RLUSD could overshadow XRP in the long term. DeFi Development Corp announced a $112.5 million convertible note offering to enhance its Solana treasury. The firm, which already holds over 600,000 Solanas, will use approximately $75 million of the proceeds to acquire more tokens. Investors can convert the notes into equity by 2030 at a 10% premium. The initiative follows the launch of the REX Osprey Solana staking ETF and complements other Solana-focused efforts, including a $5 billion line of credit DFDV secured in June 2025. Despite share price fluctuations, DFDV's stock has surged 3.5% since May, driven by confidence in its Solana-centric strategy. The probability of a July Fed rate cut has risen to 23.3%. Amid political and institutional pressure. President Trump criticized Fed Chair Jerome Powell for maintaining rates, urging him to resign. Fed Governor Christopher Waller supported potential cuts, citing favorable economic data. Meanwhile, the FHFA's William Pulte called for Powell's investigation over allegedly deceptive Senate testimony, including a $2.5 billion building scandal. While 76% of forecasts still expect rates to remain between 425 and 450 BPS, Goldman Sachs anticipates up to 3 cuts this year, reflecting growing market expectations for monetary easing. Swiss-based AMINA Bank is now the world's first globally operating bank to offer trading and custody services for Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin. This partnership comes just days after Ripple applied for a US banking license. RLUSD market cap has already reached $440 million, and the new integration could boost its adoption in traditional finance. However, XRP may not directly benefit from RLUSD's rise, especially after Ripple's dropped its SEC cross appeal. Regulatory hurdles remain for overseas access, but the partnership marks a key milestone in Ripple's efforts to bridge crypto and traditional finance. Nano Labs has purchased over 74,000 BNB for $50 million at an average price of around $672 per token, initiating its BNB treasury strategy. The company, now holding $160 million in crypto assets, plans to grow its reserve to $1 billion and eventually own 5 to 10% of BNB's circulating supply. Nano Labs aims to raise up to $500 million through private placements and convertible notes. While its stock fell roughly 10% in a day, it is still up 109% over the past 30 days. The move highlights growing corporate interest in altcoin treasuries alongside similar Ethereum and Solana plays by other firms. Ethereum developers have introduced EIP 7983, a proposal to cap gas usage per transaction at 16.77 million units to prevent network disruptions and DOS attacks. Spearheaded by Tony Varstatter and Vitalik Buterin, the update would reject transactions exceeding this cap, regardless of block gas limits. The measure encourages splitting large transactions and is designed to protect Ethereum's stability, scalability, and zkVM compatibility. Developers argue the change would impact few users, as most transactions already fall below the threshold. The proposal is under review and could significantly improve Ethereum's resource distribution and execution predictability. The SEC has delayed Fidelity's proposed Solana ETF, requesting public comments within 21 days and rebuttals within 35 days. Analysts, including Bloomberg's James Seifert, anticipated the delay, citing the lack of regulatory clarity for spot altcoin ETFs. And the delay follows new SEC guidance that mandates clearer, plain language disclosures for crypto ETF proposals. Although future approvals could be accelerated to 75 days, the Solana ETF remains in limbo. Meanwhile, REX Osprey has launched an indirect Solana ETF offering staking rewards, showing continued demand despite regulatory roadblocks. A growing number of companies are aggressively acquiring Bitcoin, with public firms spending $275 million last week alone. Today, Metaplanet bought 2.2 thousand Bitcoins, around $240 million, nearly surpassing last week's total single-handedly. Strategy is raising $4.2 billion via STRD stock sale to increase Bitcoin holdings. Genius Group raised its target from 1,000 to 10,000 Bitcoins. Other buyers, including Samler Scientific, $20 million, DDC Enterprises, 230 Bitcoins, and more. Experts warn of potential market distortions as companies increasingly compete with ETFs in accumulating Bitcoin at scale. Real estate firm Murano Global Investments has initiated a $500 million Bitcoin treasury plan via standby equity purchase agreement with Yorkville Advisors. The company already acquired 21 Bitcoins and plans to divert proceeds from asset divestitures and sale leasebacks into digital assets. Murano CEO Elias Sakal views Bitcoin as a long-term growth asset and balance sheet strengthener. The company will explore Bitcoin payments and rewards and its resorts in Mexico. Murano has also joined Michael Saylor's Bitcoin for Corporations program, aligning with other firms like Strategy and Metaplanet in corporate Bitcoin adoption. That's all for the latest Kanga Crypto news. Did you enjoy the video? Give us a thumbs up, share, and subscribe to stay updated with all the latest news. As always, stay informed and stay ahead in the blockchain world. See you next time.
We are Kanga, beyond crypto.